Half-Life, 20 plus years later. Alex is coming out here pretty soon, and I decided to go ahead and play Half-Life, and it was a lot better game than I remembered it being. But it is a game from 1998, and so there's a few things you can do to make your life easier 20 plus years later. And one thing is the Crosshair, and the stock Crosshair just blends in with everything, and it's very difficult to see. And so you want to get yourself some modded Crosshairs. And I think I used this one, I can't remember for sure, but I'll link this site. And what that does, and you'll get these two files and put them in your sprites folder. Now the other thing about the Crosshair is even with the modded to the high contrast Crosshair, the screen resolution determines how big it is. And so 1366 by 768 on this machine, Pentium laptop, it averages about 80 frames a second, and the Crosshair is so little that you can't see it. And so on this machine with a 14-inch screen, I run it at 1024 by 576 to get a good size on the Crosshair. On my 15-inch laptop, I run it by 1280 by 720 to get a good size on the Crosshair. And at those resolutions, even on this Pentium laptop, this game gets 100 frames a second and just stays there. Now, Simple Screen Recorder is going to tank that, but I don't think that's going to be much of an issue. The other thing I did was add this userconfig.cfg for the long jump, because I just could not get the long jump to work. I do not remember it being that hard, and I had to play around with this script a little bit, and this is what worked for me. And I just hit the Alt key, and I got one key does the long jump instead of trying to time the jump and the duck button in the right order, just at the right timing. And it didn't used to be as hard. It's just impossible to do on this machine. I have no idea why, but you'll want to, a single key for long jump is what this does. And you add this file in the appropriate place. So there it is. So without further ado, let's get to the intro to Half-Life. And it was just on sale for $1, and if you haven't played it, it's really good. As a matter of fact, the orange box, all those games are really good. It's well worth it. And here's how it starts.
Good morning, and welcome to the Black Mesa Transit System.
And
this automated train
when I went back and played this game, it was a lot better than I remembered it, and I think it still looks good. I mean, this might be a little dated graphics, but it looked awesome back in 1998, or I think I played it in 2000 for the first time.
With an estimated high of 105. The Black Mesa compound is maintained at a pleasant 68 degrees at all times. This train is inbound from Level 3 dormitories to Sector C test labs and control facilities. If your intended destination is a high security area beyond Sector C, you will need to return to the Central Transit Hub in Area 9 and board a high security train. If you have not yet submitted your identity to the retinal clearance system, you must report to Black Mesa personnel for processing before you will be permitted into the high security branch of the transit system. Due to the high toxicity of material routinely handled in the Black Mesa compound, no smoking, eating, or drinking are permitted within the Black Mesa transit system. Please keep your limbs inside the train at all times. Do not attempt to open the doors until the train has come to a complete halt at the station platform. In the event of an emergency, passengers are to remain seated and await further instruction. If it is necessary to exit the train, disabled personnel should be evacuated first. Please stay away from electrified rails and proceed to an emergency station until assistance arrives. A reminder that the Black Mesa Hazard Course Decathlon will commence this evening at 1900 hours in the Level 3 facility. The semifinals for high security personnel will be announced in a separate secure access transmission. Remember, more lives than your own may depend on your fitness. Do you have a friend or relative who would make a valuable addition to the Black Mesa team? Immediate openings are available in the areas of materials handling and low clearance security. Please contact Black Mesa personnel for further information. If you have an associate with a background in the areas of theoretical physics, biotechnology, or other high-tech disciplines, please contact our civilian recruitment division. The Black Mesa Research Facility is an equal opportunity employer. A reminder to all Black Mesa personnel. Regular radiation and biohazard screenings are a requirement of continued employment in the Black Mesa Research Facility. Missing a scheduled urinalysis or radiation checkup.
There's our first glimpse of the G-Man.
If you feel you have been exposed to radioactive or other hazardous materials in the course of your duties, contact your radiation safety officer immediately. Work safe. Work smart. Your future depends on it. Now arriving at Sector C test labs and control facilities. Please stand back from the automated door and wait for the security officer to verify your identity. Before exiting the train, be sure to check your area for personal belongings. Thank you, and have a very safe and productive day.
Morning, Mr. Freeman. Looks like you're running late.
And so it begins. We're a scientist at the Black Mesa Research Facility. We work in anomalous materials, and we're running late. I'm going to save the game here, and this is where we'll start the next episode. Have a great day.